What is up, guys? It's time for Dylan, back at it again with another crypto video. Thank you guys for tuning in, all the likes, the comments, the subscriptions. You guys are awesome. You're really helping my channel grow, and I can't say thank you guys enough. Anyway, in today's video, what I want to do is I want to talk about, of course, my HNT 300 BOBCAT miner, what it's been doing the last couple days, what my profitability is looking like, and then just do a quick little market overview, talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a couple other cryptos. So first things first, let's jump right into it, talk about the BOBCAT 300 miner. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but a couple days ago there was like an outage in my area with the Helium mining, and I got an update on my Helium app saying that there was something wrong with the blockchain, basically. And what that did to my miner is it kicked it out of sync. Of course, gotta love it, right? So for the past 2-3 days, my BOBCAT has been syncing again. So it really sucks because I was so happy to finally get it off of sync, finally synced to the blockchain. And then I also finally got it off of relayed status, so it was actually earning crypto. And I'll show you guys, I'll do a quick little screen record, show you guys how much I've earned. There really hasn't been an update because the last 3 days, my miner has been resyncing to the blockchain, which really sucks. And as you guys know, especially if you're just setting up your miners, you know that it takes a long time for that syncing to take place. So that's where I'm at. I'm like 99.93%. So hopefully in the next day or two, I'll be able to finally get it synced with the blockchain, and it will be earning crypto once again. So that's my goal, that's my hope, that's my plan. We'll see what happens though, because it's totally out of my hands. But we'll see what happens. But in the time that it was synced to the blockchain and it was off relayed status and it was actually mining HNT, I did happen to earn 0.9, I think it was like 0.93 of a helium. So it's a little bit around $12, $11, somewhere around there, depending on the price. Right now, I think the price is around $12.40 per helium token. So that would put me at around $11.50, something like that. So at that rate, it was at about $3.50 a day because I was mining for 3 full days. So I mean, it's good. I wish it was a little bit more than that, but at the end of the day, I'm happy because it's actually mining crypto. I just hope that my miner can sync back up with the blockchain and I can earn some substantial crypto before Helium finally does the halving, which is due to take place on August 1st. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that I can at least get like 4 or 5 Helium before then, but we'll see. I'm just happy that it's working. And to be honest, at only $500 for the miner, I'll be happy with earning $1 a day because it uses so little electricity, and the price of helium, I think at least, is going to go up over time. So I'm happy with where I'm at right now. Of course, I wish I was making more, but can't complain. In other news, what I wanted to talk about today was Bitcoin. We have some big news with Bitcoin. As you can see here, we have Apple's co-founder, Steve Wozniak. Most people don't like this guy, and I don't understand. I think he was really the brains behind Apple in the early days. It was him and Steve Jobs that created Apple, and really, Steve Wozniak got kicked out because Steve Jobs just, he screwed him over, basically. But we have Steve Wozniak saying that Bitcoin is a miracle and it's better than gold, which I completely agree with, and I think a lot of you guys probably completely agree with. We have so many Bitcoin bulls on YouTube talking about Bitcoin all the time, saying, this is a long-term game, gotta hold. And yeah, of course, I agree with this. But what I thought was so interesting about this article, and which is so strange about Steve Wozniak, let's see if I can find his little comment here. I know I can. Give me 1 second. He says that he loves it. He says that it's awesome. He says that it's a miracle. Right here. Gold is limited and you have to look for it. Bitcoin is the most amazing mathematical miracle. I do not invest in Bitcoin. What? So this guy's trying to tell us that he thinks it's a miracle, it's amazing, but he doesn't invest in it. So that's a little strange to me. You know, this dude is a walking meme, basically. But I thought it was interesting because, you know, he's a prominent name in the tech industry, even though technically he was X'd out of Apple and he got screwed over. The dude still knows what he's talking about. He was behind some of the big innovations with Apple, especially in the early days. I mean, he was the co-founder, so let's not get it twisted. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting that he would say this about Bitcoin, and then, of course, I mean, where is he? You know, he's not even buying it. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So with that, I thought that we should at least talk about the global crypto market space. You got to talk about it. So I always like to do these little market updates just because I think it's good to know what's going on with crypto in general. And it's interesting to me what's going on because we've been stuck in this little range for quite some time. The total global crypto market cap is sitting at $1.4 trillion. It's up 1.2% today, which is pretty awesome. But, I mean, it's kind of been stuck in this range for quite some time. And, you know, if we're supposed to hit these price targets, these price points that people have been talking about all throughout the bull market, you know, $100,000 Bitcoin, $10,000 Ethereum, it's going to have to start happening kind of quick here. Or I don't think it's going to happen, to be completely honest. And a lot of people say that, well, we might even be in a bear market now, especially since Bitcoin was up to $65,000. Now it's down to $33,000. It's like a 50% retracement. So, I mean, you know, in all essence, that usually is a bear market. You know, that's a crash right there. That's a big time crash. Ethereum was up to like $4,400, and now it's down to $2,100. So, you know, we have already 50% pullbacks with a lot of these cryptos. You know, Binance Coin was up to $600. You know, Cardano was up to $2.15, and look where they are now. So there's been a lot of pullback, especially with like Dogecoin. Oh my gosh, Dogecoin was up to what, like 70 cents, 80 cents, something like that. Now it's sitting at 21 cents. So I just think it's kind of crazy to think that, you know, it's kind of crazy to think that we're not in a bear market. But, you know, there have been instances in the past, like in 2013 and 2017, where in the middle of a bull market, there were massive pullbacks like this. So that's why in my last couple videos that I've talked about this kind of stuff. Although I will say the last 4 or 5 videos that I made were all about Helium, Hotspot mining, because I did the setup, the unboxing of my BOBCAT miner. Wanted to give you guys some updates on my profitability. But before that, really, this whole channel was dedicated to just talking about crypto, doing these little market overviews. And, yeah, I mean, every single one of those videos, what I would always say is this. I would say, nobody knows. Nobody knows. And it's also too early to tell. Because, first off, nobody knows, right? That's just the bottom line. There's all these YouTubers, all these people on the internet that want to speak as though they know what's going to happen. And I think that that's just not true. That's lying. You know, there's no intellectual integrity there, because you're telling people, oh, well, it's going to go up to this price, blah, 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 and it's going to happen by this date. And I think that that's pretty crappy to do, because people are putting their money, a lot of times putting too much money that they can't afford to lose, into this. And if they lose it, well, it's kind of your fault. I mean, yes, it's the individual's fault who decided to put that much money in. But they're getting their information and they're trusting you online. And when people are telling you that this is going to happen and it doesn't, well, that sucks. So that's why I always say, number one, I'm not a financial advisor. So don't take any financial advice from me. I'm just a dude on the internet that likes to give my opinion on this stuff. And I happen to be a big time believer in crypto. Now, that doesn't mean that tomorrow the price is going to go up, okay? Got to keep that in mind. I do, however, think / believe, and this is for you to decide on your own, I do believe that over the long term, the price will go up. That's always been my stance. Long term is the true winner here. Got to hold. for long term. Treat this like your retirement account. That's how I treat it for me. And of course, only put in what you're willing to go without. And when I say that, basically what I'm saying is you don't want to put too much money in to the point where if your car breaks down, you get a flat tire, or you have a party, that you need to pull money out of crypto in order to fund your day-to-day activities. That's putting too much money in. You want to have some money put aside in your savings account. Maybe have, like what I do is I have the majority of my money's in my savings account. I also have crypto, of course, which is a large portion of my investments, which doesn't necessarily mean my savings. And then I'm also invested in stocks, and I have an IRA, right, a retirement account. I still have 401ks from my past jobs, and I'm also invested in precious metals like silver and gold. So I'm quite diversified if you really think about it, because although a slight majority of my investments, remember, not savings, is in crypto, because I really believe in it, and I think it has the best potential to provide me with life-changing wealth. Stock market, it's not really going to provide me with life-changing wealth. Crypto could definitely do it. And that's just how I view it. I think precious metals are the safest, will give you the least return. Then it's stocks, right in the middle. And then the scariest, the most volatile, and potentially the most damaging is crypto. And it just really depends on your risk tolerance. So my risk tolerance is, I'd say it's right in the middle. Some people go all out bonkers into crypto. I don't know. I just don't see it. I can't put all my money in, but I do put a good amount because I believe in it. But anyway, let's keep talking about this. So we talked about Bitcoin, Steve Wozniak. Next up, Ethereum, because I love Ethereum. I hold Ethereum. Ethereum is actually the biggest holding of crypto that I have. Got to talk about, of course, the EIP 1559 upgrade that was touted and promised to come out in July. Well, now there's a definitive date, and it's the start of August 4th. So, as you guys know, EIP 1559 is something that I've been talking about for quite some time. It's going to be the update for Ethereum that's basically going to fix the gas fee calculation. So, if you guys don't know, gas fees is basically transaction fees on the network. So sending Ethereum from one wallet to another or transacting on the network costs Ethereum. And that Ethereum goes to the miners or the people that are upholding the Ethereum network. All right. So what's going to happen with EIP 1559? Because as you guys know, Ethereum does not have a cap, right? A supply cap. There is no supply cap for Ethereum, right? So there's an infinite amount of Ethereum tokens that can be minted. And what is going to be happening with this new update is that some of those tokens are going to get burned. And what that's going to do is it's going to create a deflationary aspect for Ethereum, which is pretty awesome. Because yes, even though there is a lot of deflationary aspect already integrated into Ethereum with DeFi, locking up your tokens, yield farming, staking, stuff like that, there is no true native deflationary aspect until now. So now what we're going to have is we're going to have the burning of Ethereum tokens, which is also going to affect mining rewards for the miners, which kind of sucks for the miners, but this needs to happen in order to create scarcity for Ethereum. And when I say scarcity, what I mean is there's a lot of applications that need Ethereum in order to function. Right? If you think about them, like a lot of the DeFi applications, a lot of the DEXs, decentralized exchanges, they need Ethereum in order to process stuff, right? In order to function, they need Ethereum. And because of that, there's a demand for Ethereum. Well, there's also an endless supply of Ethereum, technically speaking. And when we create this deflationary token burn feature in Ethereum, what that's going to do is it's going to decrease the supply. So what we're expecting to happen is that the supply is supposed to go down. The demand will increase, of course, as time goes on, because there will be more DeFi projects, yada, yada. What we're expecting to happen is the price to go up because of this. This is like Econ 101. Supply goes down, demand goes up, price goes up. So hopefully that happens. We'll see. All we know for certain, sorry, my dog's barking, but all we know for sure is that this update is going to take place on August 4th. It's called the London Hard Fork. So we will see what happens. I'm super excited. I'm super bullish. I can't wait to see. And, you know, with the price sitting at $2,100, hopefully we get some crazy movement. And then the next thing I want to talk about, of course, gotta love it, guys. Gotta love it. Is none other than the one, the only, the digibyte. So digibyte really had a great year this year, but in the past couple weeks it has not been performing well, just like the rest of the market. You know, it's down to 4 cents right now, and it's down like 7% on the week, which kind of sucks, but it's to be expected. And what I've been saying about digibyte literally since the first video on this channel is this is the time to accumulate digibyte. Not financial advice, my opinion, but I think right now is a great time to accumulate digibyte because you guys already know I love digibyte. I talk about it all the time. I think it's a great project. I think it's a better version of Bitcoin. Now, when I say that, I don't think that tomorrow digibyte's going to take over, but I really think that digibyte has a good use case, especially if something happens with Bitcoin. Bitcoin ever does fail, digibyte will be the one that takes over because it's built off of Bitcoin's source code. It's a fork of Bitcoin, and it's an improved fork of Bitcoin because number one, transaction fees out of the ballpark. Way more transaction fees. We're talking like 2,000 transaction fees a second natively, okay? Also have the 5 different mining algorithms, which significantly reduces the chance of a 51% attack, which can happen on the Bitcoin network. Maybe not right now with today's current computing, you know, hardware and the current state of computer power. Maybe it can't happen right now, but in the future, yeah, it's definitely a possibility. People like to think that it will never happen. Oh, we'll take this much hash rate in order to get 51%, and that can never happen. Well, yeah, not right now, but we'll see in the future. We'll see in the future when computers are 20 million times faster than they are now. You know, think about it. 10 years ago, the computers we were using were absolute garbage compared to the computers we're using now. And that tends to be the trend with computing power, is they always get faster and they always get smaller, right? So we'll see what happens. But digibyte, on the other hand, has built in 5 separate mining algorithms to detect natively if one particular group, sector, mining pool happens to get too much power, hash rate over the network, right? And it gets too close to 50%, boom, switches over to a different mining algorithm that is not as effective on that particular hardware that's being used to mine. And then, of course, the circulating supply is 1,000 times bigger than Bitcoin, which is much more conducive to a global environment. But really, that's all I wanted to talk about today. Just, you know, there is this article that I was reading talking about digibyte's technical analysis and saying, you know, hopefully it can break through this consolidation zone because, as you can see, it's been kind of in this range for quite some time, a couple days now. So hopefully we can get it out of this range. That's really what we're hoping, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I think it's probably going to take a couple weeks, maybe even a couple months. So don't hold your breath. Just keep accumulating, stay strong, keep those hands strong. Don't get weak. Don't sell off. Not financial advice. That's just my particular opinion. I'm not selling. I hope you guys don't either. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys are having a great time out there. It's summer. Hope you guys are staying cool, going on some cool trips, having fun. If you guys want to see more videos like this and you like these videos, make sure to smash the like button, drop a comment down below. Of course, subscribe to the channel, guys. Subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. I would really appreciate it. Sorry I don't have any updates right now on my Helium BOBCAT miner. As you guys know, as I said in the beginning, my miner is resyncing to the blockchain because there was an error with the blockchain, and There's a bunch of drama. Hopefully it happens soon. Once it is back up, I will be posting profitability videos for you guys, because I know those are hot topics. Everyone wants to see how much is this thing earning. So anyway, Dylan is out of here. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Dylan is out.